In a dwelling, the National Electrical Code governs the number of receptacles allowed on a small appliance branch circuit. For a 20 amp small appliance branch circuit, the maximum number of receptacles permitted is 12. This is determined by the load calculation requirements and the need to prevent overloading the circuit. The National Electrical Code specifies that each receptacle on a general-purpose circuit is considered to have a load of 180 volt amp. This value is used to calculate the total load in the circuit. To determine the maximum number of receptacles, you divide the circuit's total capacity in volt amps by the volt amp load per receptacle. For a 20 amp circuit operating at 120 volts, the total capacity is 20 amps multiplied by 120 volts, which equals 2400 volt amps. Dividing the total capacity of 2400 volt amps by the load per receptacle of 180 volt amps yields approximately 13.33. However, for practical and safety reasons, the number is usually rounded down to 12 receptacles to ensure that the circuit is not overloaded and to accommodate potential variations in appliance power consumption. It is important to note that this limit applies to general-purpose receptacles on a small appliance branch circuit. Dedicated circuits for specific appliances like refrigerators or microwave ovens may have different requirements. Small appliance branch circuits are typically used to supply power to kitchen countertops, dining areas, and similar locations where small appliances are frequently used. These circuits are required to be 20 amp circuits to accommodate the higher power demands of appliances such as toasters, blenders, and coffee makers. Ensuring compliance with the National Electrical Code guidelines for receptacle count is essential for electrical safety and to prevent nuisance tripping of the circuit breaker. Overloading a circuit can lead to overheating, insulation damage, and potentially electrical fires. Always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local electrical codes for specific requirements in your area. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical wiring, it is recommended to consult with a qualified electrician. They can assess your specific situation and ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant with all applicable regulations. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it should only be performed by qualified individuals. Firstly, understand the circuit's capacity by multiplying the amperage by the voltage. Secondly, divide the total volt amps by the volt amp load per receptacle. Thirdly, round down to ensure the circuit is not overloaded. Electrical safety is paramount. Adhering to these guidelines helps maintain a safe electrical environment. Always verify local codes, as they may have specific requirements. If in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician. Overloading circuits can lead to hazardous situations. Ensure compliance to prevent electrical fires. Remember to consider dedicated circuits separately. Small appliance branch circuits serve specific areas. These circuits are designed for high power demands. Correct receptacle count is crucial. The National Electrical Code provides comprehensive guidance. Local regulations should always be followed. Safety is the most important consideration. Qualified electricians can provide expert assistance. Never exceed the recommended receptacle limit. Proper wiring practices are essential. Consider the power consumption of appliances. Regularly inspect your electrical system. Address any issues promptly. Stay informed about electrical codes. Electrical work should be done carefully. Avoid making assumptions about wiring. Professional advice is always beneficial. Safety equipment should be used when working with electricity. Turn off power before working on circuits. Label circuits clearly in the electrical panel. Keep electrical panels accessible. Use the correct type of wiring for each circuit. Protect wiring from physical damage. Ensure proper grounding of electrical systems. Test circuits after completing work. Maintain records of electrical work. Regularly update your knowledge of electrical codes.